I found the solution finally.
Justin, age 54, has had chronic Achilles issues for over 35 years. He recently overcame them. This is his story.
I actually started running at a very young age, Little Athletics. My dad was one of the founders of Little Athletics. So I was born like forest, running through the forest. And I grew up in Canberra, so I had endless paddocks to run through right at the back of my house and loved it from a very young age. And by the time I got to that 16, 17, I started running at a national level, cross country and track.
When did the injury first start?
And unfortunately, when I was 18 at ACT Champs Road in a 10K road race, that's when I had my first serious injury. At that stage, I was running that sort of 3-minute K pace. So just over 30 minutes for 10K, but around that 14:50 for 5K. Pretty competitive for my age group at that stage. Things have moved on a lot since then. People are running a lot faster, but at that stage, it was pretty relatively quickly.
How did you go about managing the Achilles issue?
Classic 18-year-old idiot, just kept training and thinking that and not doing the proper rehab. And I was sort of quite independent as a person. I was just living with my father and he was very hands off. I didn't get the guidance to say, okay, we need to see a physio for a start. I didn't even see a physio. Those sorts of really sensible things I didn't do.
How did your athletic career evolve?
I went into triathlon actually to keep fit and keep competing, and had a few great races there, but then I just never able to get back to running properly and healthily without injury ever for until now. Like it's been literally over 30 years. So yeah, a long term. I as I said, I've tried everything. I had biomechanical filming before, which was helpful, but it wasn't the total solution. I got down to running around about 16:20 for 5K again in my late 20s. So I was running quickly, but I was, waking up with serious soreness and it would just tear again. Never had a grade 3 tear where it severs, but I think it is classified as a grade 2 tear. Right down on the sheath. Yeah, I just never overcame it.
How was it affecting you recently?
I think October, November, I decided to start training for triathlon and take that a little bit more seriously, which involved trying to improve my running, which I'd never really been able to ever run consistently for more than a couple of months before my Achilles would play up. And I would always be sore. I would wake up in the morning with soreness in my Achilles and calf muscles.
What did you try?
I was doing 300 calf raises a day to try and overcome this issue. I did everything possible, shockwave treatment, you can name it, and nothing really worked. I was training up to 11 or 12 sessions a week at that stage and getting super fit, but still struggling with my running. I had done my first triathlon race in over 30 years and did okay in it. I won my age group, came 6th outright. I still struggled with my running and actually had a little bit of a tear in the race.
What did you do to overcome the injury?
I found Sam and pop running. It's like a bit of a hallelujah moment, really. God, Jesus has come, and I found the solution finally. And it's felt like that ever since, I've got to say. So I started off really just focusing on what Sam wanted me to do, which was the drills, and just breaking it right down to basics, which I was really prepared to do. I knew that I had to take it back because my habits was so ingrained after 50 odd years of running. I knew I had to take it back to the most simple movements and regiment those drills. So I was doing those for about 30 minutes every day, 2 or 3 weeks before I even attempted any running. I then went through a very, very gradual process of running in bare feet on the grass oval. So doing a drill session and then doing some running, either that or on synthetic grass, which was great. And I literally started off nowhere near the recommended 15 minutes. I think I was doing 5 minutes and then gradually just built it up to 15 or 20 minutes.
What have the results been?
And now, after it's been, I think if the total experience has been about 8 weeks, I've just had my second race. I got third in my age group in a much more competitive triathlon. I finished the race with absolutely no soreness. I've had no soreness ever since I've started these drills. All of that is gone. I haven't had any calf issues either, which I was getting. And now I'm running injury-free and I'm running as fast as I was before. And I can know that I'm going to be able to run a lot faster and build my endurance.
How have you found the process?
The process has been amazing. The resources and Sam personally has been super supportive for me. And it's been an amazing process. And I can't say enough. I'm like the full ambassador. So
how can Sam help me overcome my running issues?
Justin's not an isolated case. I've done this many times and I can help anybody, including yourself, if you've got any chronic issues or little running niggles, or any kinds of pains or concerns with running that you're not enjoying. If you want help, go to my website at poprunning.com.au and stop having the problems that you're having, because you don't need them anymore.